Hello everyone, my name is Jacqueline Gold, and today I will be talking about an ethical dilemma that is going on in my family. This is a political dilemma that has caused disagreement, argument, and hurt feelings in my family. This dilemma started back during 2020 election and has caused problems in my family still to this day. This dilemma involves my grandma, my parents, and I. During the election, my grandma voted for Biden, my parents voted for Trump, and I didn't vote because I didn't think my vote mattered or would make a big difference. So I decided to be neutral. My grandma got her information from watching mainstream media, but this is a news feed that supports Biden and is biased against Trump. My parents got their information from watching mainstream media, One American News, and Fox News. Fox News is a news feed that supports Trump, and One American News is more unbiased than the other. It kind of supports both. My parents watched these news feeds to help them decide on who they wanted to vote for. Over the last 3 years, there have been a lot of things that have been discovered after the election in 2020, and this is when things started causing problems in my family. Because some news feeds are biased and only show things that support who they side with, either Biden or Trump. I love my grandma, but over the 3 years, she has caused my family a lot of pain. My grandma is a strong Biden supporter, and there's nothing wrong with that. The problem is that whenever she would bring up her political views, she would try and force her views on my family. And when we would try and tell her our opinions or about things that we've seen or heard on the news, she would get super defensive and try and cut us off mid-sentence and would either leave the house or would hang up the phone on us. My grandma isn't interested in what we have to say if it's anything that disagrees with Biden. Over the years, I have watched how this has torn my mom's and grandma's relationship apart. They used to be really close and would talk about anything and everything. But since the election, I have watched my mom have to walk on eggshells whenever she's around my grandma. My mom feels like my grandma doesn't respect her anymore. My mom has tried to put their differences aside and not let it bother her and try not to bring up politics around my grandma, but my grandma will still bring it up every once in a while. And it's been really hard on my mom because she's trying to hold their relationship together, and my grandma doesn't see that what she's doing is tearing them apart. My mom tries to put on a brave face and act like it doesn't matter how her mom has treated her in the past, but I can tell she's heartbroken inside. All she wants is for her mom to respect her and want to hear her opinion again. It has been hard to be in the middle of them and watch this happen, to watch this put a wedge between my close-knit family. My family has gone through so much over the years and has always overcome and grown stronger from it. So to see this tear us apart is really hard and sad on me. See that something like this was the breaking point. I wish there was something I could do to mend the relationship back together. This political dilemma that my family is dealing with reminds me of what Mill talks about in his book Liberty. Mill says human liberty is made up of the inward domain of consciousness, demanding liberty of conscience in the most comprehensive sense, liberty of thought and feeling, absolute freedom of opinion and sentiment of all subjects, practical or speculative, scientific, moral, or theological. Liberty is freedom to voice our own opinions, make our own decisions, and be ourselves. One of Mill's biggest worries is about this contemporary era, because individuals are giving up their freedom in order to fit in with the majority, from fear of being cast out or being the scapegoat. This made me think of my family. My mom has given up her freedom to voice her own opinion in order to try and keep her relationship with her mom. Mill believes that a mass society is non-conformity. We need to be able to hear others' opinions and voice our own. When we are punished for our opinions or decisions, society loses the benefit of each other's different viewpoints. By taking away this freedom, society will become more narrow over time. This applies to my family too. By not having the freedom to share our opinions with each other, we lose the bond that holds us together. We lose the respect and the support that we had from each other before. And like Mill said, we will become more narrow over time. We won't want to be together anymore, and it will gradually fall apart because we won't be able to be ourselves around those we love. Everyone wants to fit in, wants to be heard, wants to be loved. In order to do that, we have to give the freedom to each other to be ourselves.